Alright Godslayers, in this video I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on how to beat Gunnr the Valkyrie. Once you beat her, you will be given a quest to free other Valkyrie and get some resources you can only, I assume, get from these fights, including a Feathers of the Fallen Servant enchantment and Asgardian steel. Okay, where is she located and how do you get there? You're going to want to follow the main campaign up to where you find a chisel piece at Thamor's corpse. It's part of the main storyline, so you will not miss it. You don't have to search for it. Make sure before you leave this island, you come to this door and follow the path, and you'll find her. Like, just go all the way. You'll take an elevator down, and she'll be at the end of the corridor thing. She is a tough fight. Here are my basic stats, just so you guys can kind of compare to where I was at this fight to where you are or were, depending on where you're at. My light rune attack was the Wrath of the Frost Giant, but you'll probably want to use the strike of Tyr's Utgard. And then my heavy rune attack was probably the Frost Giant's Frenzy, but you'll probably want to use the Glaive Storm. And then finally, the axe pommel I was using was the Grip of Tangoist. Now, if you don't have some of these or any of these, you should be alright. I didn't use the rune attacks at all in my fight against her because I used the wrong ones, and she attacks pretty frequently, and you don't really have a chance to use the ones I was using. So, skills I do highly recommend you have before you enter this fight are Countering Strike in the Shield Combat tree. If you want a little more bang for your buck, have the Countering Crush, but the Strike is a definite must-have. And then I had Atreus' power fully maxed, and that will help since his arrows and melee will do more damage. However, I don't see that being a must. As long as you have Countering Strike, you will want to be doing that Counter Strike damage. Alright, on to the fight itself. It can be difficult, but once you have the rhythm down, it's actually not that hard. Once her health bar shows up, try and get a couple of good strikes in her while she's waking up. She won't have anything to do but, take the damage from her. Next, she's going to have several versions of the same attack. She will fly away from you and then come at you with a yellow ring attack. Time your block to where she is just about to hit you, and then hit R1 or R2 depending on if you have the strike or the crush. And once you do that, you'll have a few moments to really put in a bit of damage to her. You'll have to do that several times, not always in a row. Her only other attack, which also has two versions, is a bit trickier to master. But once you get it, again, it's pretty decently easy. Once you see her raise a wing in the air, prepare to evade. If she raises her right wing, evade left. If she raises her left wing, evade right. After that, she will have a third piece of attack, in which it will either be a red circle, in which case you need to evade right. It will do massive damage. It sucks to get hit by that. Or it will be a yellow ring attack, which you can either feel free to evade, which it's like a double attack, so she'll swing it once and then swing it again. Or, block it if you can get your timing just right. I was having a bit of a difficult time countering that specific bit of the attack, so I preferred to evade. Just evade backwards and then to the right or to the left, or backwards. Just get away from her. And then that's pretty much the entire fight. She doesn't have any special moves that she uses at the end of her health or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about some crazy fire. She starts shooting fire out of her eyes or anything like that. So hopefully these tips and tricks helped you out in your fight. If it did, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We will probably do a few more God of War videos as I come across fights like this, or I still have to do a few more resources upgrade resource videos, where to find those, how to farm for them or whatever. But then, yeah, if you didn't like the video, go watch someone else's video. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. And with all that being said, stay positive, be happy and healthy, live long and prosper, and until next time, have an incredible week.
The fate of the Valkyries.
Sounds pretty important.
That's putting it mildly, lad.
What do you know of them?
A fair question, and yet not one easily answered. I know more than most, but much of their history is veiled in secrecy. My own experience with the Valkyries ends with my imprisonment.
You are avoiding the question,
As I said, brother, it's complicated. I don't know why or how they become such wretched creatures, but perhaps if we can free more of them.
You want us to find more of those things?
The fate of the Valkyries, lad. A more worthy endeavor there is not.
It will be dangerous.
Well, that hasn't stopped you before, eh? That's the spirit.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.